it's Monday Club TV time again. Hope you've had a good week. We've got all the usual fun for you tonight. We've got a message from the Bible, it's Games Week, and we've got an update on the Soaked Leader competition. But before all that, let's hear what the postman's got to say.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Weekly Jokes with me, Pat. I was really hoping to run into you guys, because I've got my jokes. We're going to sit on this wall. Right, here's the jokes. We've got a great many jokes this week, so let's get straight into them. From Ailey in P2. Why should you never give Elsa from Frozen a balloon? Because she'll let it go, let it go. Thank you, Ailey. Next up from Kenny, we have got, what is orange and sounds like a parrot? It is a carrot. Next up from Aaron in P6. What did the beaver say to the log? It's been nice knowing you. Thank you, Aaron. Next up from James in Primary 3. One dog said to the other, my name is Spot. What's your name? The other dog said, I'm not sure. I think it's Fetch. Thank you, James, for that one. And finally, from Adele Jobs in the office, we have got, oh, doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. And the doctor says, well, pull yourself together, man. So guys, thank you for these amazing jokes. If you guys have a joke you would like to be featured, please email mondayclub@kamileys.co.uk. Thank you guys for watching this week's iteration of Postman Facts Weekly Jokes. Have a good day.
Hi Monday Club people, I hope you're all okay. Here I am in my back garden, thinking about you and wishing you God's blessing.
Big shout out to Caitlin in P5 for sending in a picture of her sunflower, and here it is. Do you have a joke you would like to be featured? Get your parents to email mondayclub@kamileys.co.uk for a chance to be in next week's episode.
Okay, thank you for that. Well, this term, we're hearing from the Bible about the fruit of the Spirit, things that God helps grow in our life. And it's Moira that's going to talk about the next part of that just now.
Today's fruit of the Spirit is kindness.
I wonder how you feel if someone says something unkind to you or does something unkind to you. Perhaps your brother or sister pinches your favourite toy, or perhaps someone at school makes a nasty comment about you. I wonder if you react like this. You just want to lash out at them and get your own back. Or perhaps you react like this. It just makes you feel sad and upset inside. Perhaps there's been a time when you've been the person to say something or do something unkind that has made somebody else angry or upset. Do you know, when people are unkind to each other, nobody feels good about it. The Bible tells us that the fruit of the Spirit is kindness, and that's what God wants us to show to one another. What does kindness look like, I wonder? Well, kindness is about what we say to one another and what we do for one another. Perhaps Mum is tired because she's been working hard all day. You could perhaps offer to help her by putting the shopping away, or setting the table, or tidying your room. Perhaps there's someone in your class at school who's lonely. Other people don't want to be friends with them. You could give them a big smile and get them to join your game. Perhaps you know someone who's feeling sad about something. You could give them a hug and spend some time with them, helping them feel not so sad. Perhaps your brother or sister is struggling to do something. Imagine how much better they would feel if they heard you say, "Hey, let me help you with that." So what is kindness all about? It's about saying the things to others that God wants us to say. It's about doing the things for others that God wants us to do. And it's about being the kind of people that God wants us to be. It's not always easy, but remember, the fruit of the Spirit is kindness, and God will help us to grow that in our lives. I wonder if you can think of a way to show kindness to someone else this week. Wouldn't it be good if we could all do that?
Okay, thank you for that, Moira. Now, I can't wait any longer for the update for the Soak the Leader competition, so we're going to go and do that next. In case you don't know what's going on, people are voting for who's going to get ice cold water tipped all over their heads next week. So, there are 3 contenders. Let's remind ourselves of who they are. Rudy and Scott, and votes have been coming in for all 3 contenders. It's very close actually, but the votes have been counted, checked, double checked, and somebody is in the lead. Let's see who that person is now. Okay, we have a new leader. It is Scott in the lead. Scott, how do you feel about that?
Please don't vote for me, everybody. Look how old I am. Look at all the wrinkles. Look at them. I'm an old man. You can't do that to an old man. You can't pour ice cold water over an old man's head.
I'm sorry, Scott. Oh yes, we can. It's up to you at home who you would like to get wet. So send in your votes to mondayclub@kinmyleys.co.uk. If you've already voted, you can still get another vote again for this week. And then next week, somebody will get completely and utterly soaked. So I'm away to fill up some ice cream trays and put them in the freezer, all ready for that. But when I'm doing that, it's time for our game, and we're going to hand over to Caitlin for that.
You're going to need a big sheet of paper like this, like newspaper like I've got. Or if you have any other big sheet of paper, that'll do. What you're going to do is quite simple. Put it on the ground. What you're going to do is you're going to stand on it. And your feet aren't allowed to touch the floor anywhere. Okay? Simple enough. You can step up. And what I want you to do now, fold it in half and try again. If you can do that, fold it in half again. And again. And again. And keep going as far as you can go. You might end up on the balls of your feet, on one foot, on the ball of one foot. We'll see. And I want you to try and get as far down as possible. If you have your brothers and sisters at home, you can challenge them, or you can challenge your mum and dad, or your friends, or whoever, and see how far you can go. Good luck!
So, fold paper and then stand on it. Just don't do what Kenny did. He managed to get to 5 folds, and then this happened. Okay, so do be careful, but do try out the challenge at home for a bit of fun. Particularly if you're an adult watching this, because that would be quite entertaining, wouldn't it? Okay, we're at the end of Monday Club TV for this week. Can you remember what fruits Moira was telling us about? The fruit of the Spirit was kindness. Yeah. And kindness is one of these things. We know in our heads that we should be kind, but it can be really difficult, can't it? Maybe when we're a bit tired or a bit grumpy, and we end up saying something we shouldn't or doing something we shouldn't. And we need God's help with being kind. So I'm going to finish by saying a prayer and asking for that. Let's pray. Lord God, sorry for the times that we end up being unkind to others. Help us to be patient and kind and really care for those round about us. Amen. Okay, thank you for watching. Do keep votes coming in and jokes coming in for the postman. Don't forget about that. mondayclub@kinmyleys.co.uk, and hopefully see you next week.